Hey guys, welcome back. So in this one here, I just kind of want to show off my run and gun outdoor lens camera setup, whatever you want to call it. Now, one little disclosure, I bought this camera last summer, and depending on the situation, most situations I would actually much rather use that camera. That camera has a built-in gimbal. It's a lot more discreet, smaller, easier, lighter, cheaper. The only downside with that is the audio, as you can hear, isn't really ideal. So this is what I'd use if audio is a lot more important. And I mean, there's some other variables too, like if it's important to get better image quality, obviously this will do the trick. Now I am substituting, this is a prime lens, this, again, like I broke my other lens, but it's just for show. I would use my other lens, and so anyway, let's just sort of get into this a little bit. I'll show you what it looks like when it's standing. So again, I can hold it in different variations or whatever. I got a good control. I can see all my audio. Everything works. I don't have anything here binding on mics and everything. And as an added little bonus, even, not only can I put that down, but I can actually let this rest if I needed to do something else with my hands, which is really cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to show while it's in my hands. I'm going to take that camera off of the tripod thing. I'm going to go and explain it in a little more as we walk around. But bear in mind that the close focusing, it's going to be blurry. It doesn't focus that close to things. So that's why I have other. That's why lenses are important. They all have different properties and things you need to do in different situations. So anyway, let's get into that one. All right, there she is. So she's lightweight, portable, but she's definitely not discreet. It definitely stands out. People do notice it. So it is what it is, and that is one of the drawbacks of it. I mean, it's not as bad if I'm just running with just the camera and just, say, one mic, because then it just looks like a normal camera. But obviously when I'm running like this, it looks a little more professional, I guess. So let's get in, and we'll start with the front. The lens, I mean, it's kind of cool. It's got a little, the filter. We can do some cutting. All right, so let's get into this. The filter here is actually pretty cool. It's even got a little hand thing. What I find funny when I put this on the camera, or this lens, it kind of came up here. On my other lens, without trying or making any effort, it actually sits over here. So when I'm using it, up here, that's out of the way, it's actually right on the side of the lens. It's not an inconvenience, and it works. So I don't know if that's just because the way, I don't know. This is a shotgun microphone. What's really cool about this one here is it's a smart microphone in that if you're not too techie, basically I can plug it into just about anything that, different kind of, I'll pull this out to show you. This has, there's different ways that this can work, I guess you could say. So depending on what I'm plugging it into, it'll work without having to swap out wires. I know I didn't explain that very well. You'd have to kind of know, I guess, and that's probably not what it is all about. What's cool is it's got one of the cool features that it has the ability to change its volume, I guess you could call it. I guess you'd probably say it's the gain. And that's always nice to have right in the thing. It's kind of hard to talk and show at the same time. This is, again, this is just my standard run and gun sort of mic. It really does the job. And then as you can come in and see here, from the back, I can control my audio, blah, blah, audio, blah, blah. I mean, there's really not a whole lot here to, I guess, to show, but, I got to show something if you want to look at it. Yeah, otherwise than that, if I were to end this off right here, it's it's a really good camera for what it is. I can't think of a better run and gun camera other than the one that's in my hand. But again, the one that's in my hand has so many other limitations. This is modular. I can build it up in so many different ways. There's other configurations that I'm not even going to bother showing, but I could rig it. I could put it on a gimbal. I got a gimbal for it. But this is generally how I'd run with it outside for events, generally. All right, well, there you have it. That's my run and gun kit when I'm not worried about being seen. Obviously, I can modulate this down to a basic setup, and even if I need to be even more discreet, that's why I have that camera there. This is mostly for redundancy purposes, for the audio, memory, that kind of thing. I'm not going to get into all the other gear and kit. I mean, I've got gimbals for this. I've got lights for interview setups. I got different lenses to do other different types of things that we could do. So I got some other options. I haven't even addressed my computer that I built for this. That is a 4K 10-bit editing workstation. It was built for that. I mean, I got a lot I could say about that, but that's the boring side of the thing. It's not The only thing I can really say is, again, redundancy is a key in this industry. I can definitely see myself investing $100,000 in gear and marketing and stuff. Like I'm still got a ways to go. But I would really love to have a second camera. There's so many situations where, not many that I have yet to be in. But like say even in an interview setup, it's nice to have that wide shot and that telephoto shot. But even in general, as I do things like this, having two shots gives me the ability to cut into two different angles. It's great for editing. I can speed things up. I can, cut out the crap. As you can tell with my vlogs, I generally aim for a freestyle flow. And the positive is when I get it good, it's a lot more personable. There's a lot more of that, we're having a conversation, if you will, one-sided conversation. But it can be rambly, ranty. Sometimes I miss things, and so anyway, when I have two cameras, it gives me the options to cut through things and change things out, and I can mix different takes, if you will, with one another if need be, or even break down productions into. But anyway, that's a whole other thing. In any case, let's just finish this off. Thanks for watching. Have yourself a good one.